Welcome back to the Cepheid Variable. This is your referee, Chris, sitting down here at my table downstairs, about to bring you the fine folks of our Patreon who support us every week. But before I do that, I have a special guest with me. I have my youngest son, David, on the microphones. David, you want to say hello to everybody?
Hello.
Get a little bit closer, buddy, so they can hear you.
Hello.
There you go. How you doing today, buddy?
Good.
What you drinking?
Chocolate milk.
There you go. Got some chocolate milk in our stomach. We're about to have some Patreon folks in your ear. They are Taylor, Drowrin, Miles, Randy, Yam, Colby, Thomas, Randy G, Laszlo, Hovo, H-O-V-O, Jeremy, Ben, Garth, Tyler, and Nelson. Thank you guys for your continued support over there on that fine Patreon. If you're looking to sign up for Patreon as well or check it out, $3 a month, check out the show notes and you'll see a link there. You can also do free. Don't really matter. Just join it or don't. You know, I'm not going to tell you to live your life. I can't do that part. So, yeah, that's about all I've got. We're going to hop into the episode here. David, how did the episode sound so far when I played it for you?
Good.
Okay, there you go. You heard it first from David. This episode is good. I hope you guys enjoy it just like David did for the little bit he got to listen to. Later. You guys ended last session on your ship playing some cards.
Alarms went off. Right?
Some alarms went off.
Yeah.
The ground was kind of shaky. A little bit of a quaky boy going on.
Oh,
Shaky little.
What did I
quaky
just
ooh-oo.
say about anxiety?
So,
I don't want any.
well, I'm sorry.
This is happy space travel time.
and this is while we are forcing our salvation and help on these.
Well, you're not.
We're bringing civilization to the barbarians.
thank you.
The Dominion,
The white man's burden.
the Prime Dominion has decided that this planet needs to be brought into the fold for some reason or another. You don't know,
Right.
but yes, they have come to help reach enlightenment in a sense.
Yeah, there was some vague mention of like maybe they got like iron deposits or
Sure, yeah.
something.
Yeah. And it's up to your characters whether or not they believe in that kind of colonialism or not. Seemed like everybody was pretty anti-colonialism, which is,
Yeah.
tends to be par for the course. But hey, I'm not going to play your characters for you. Maybe Zander is really pro-colonialism.
Yeah.
Maybe
These
I made that
stupid
decision yet.
space
He
idiots
hasn't been
need-
confronted with this yet.
Yeah.
They need Prime Dominion Jesus to come through
Exactly.
and clean them up.
Save
Who
them
knows?
from themselves.
Prime
exactly.
Dominion Jesus.
I'm just surprised that Toots is so against
Yeah.
it because her
So-
sister Astartes they're so used to bringing people into compliance.
That's their job.
Bringing planets into compliance. that,
Okay,
you
so I
know.
had to think about this a lot because I was like questioning my own choices on this. But
No,
so
don't.
what I'm thinking is Toot was probably an outcast in her family because she wanted to do what she wanted to do, and everyone was guilting her into
Yeah.
being someone that she wasn't.
Right.
So she's very opposed to people doing that. And so, and because Toot was so political, and she had a political, job, and she was, someone of higher status, she was trying to make that change from a higher level where people should just be left alone if they want to be left alone. But a lot of other people were influencing her to not do that and kind of like strong arming her and to be like, well,
There's money and
there's
expansion.
Exactly. So she probably, felt kind of bad taking some, bad bribes to go against her own will.
Sure.
And
Support a couple bills that you probably wouldn't have otherwise.
Exactly. So I think it makes sense if I think about it that way.
It's your character. You chose it. You're making sense of it. That's great.
Yep.
Hating colonialism is you can fucking you can just do that.
Yeah.
You can hate it now. You can hate it in the future. You can hate it
hate
in
it at supper
space.
time.
Suddenly want bagel bite.
Yep.
So you guys are on your ship. You were playing some cards. You heard these sounds going off. The ground was kind of shaking. Then you hear the alarms going off. And what do you guys do? What's going through your guys' head as this is happening? Are you looking out the windows to see if you see
nighttime,
anything?
right?
Yeah, it was nighttime.
Nighttime.
Are you in the intermediary time? I should set the scene before that. Like the lights around the edges of this compound start to like turn on. Like you see floodlights starting to pop up, just like as they're starting to surround the compound.
That's tight.
Damn.
And we all went back to the ship at the end, right?
Yes,
Okay,
you guys were playing.
just
You were,
confirming.
you all were
Most of us
playing
were,
Space Rummy or Space Blackjack or whatever
Got it.
form of card games we had chosen upon.
Yeah.
Egyptian rat screw.
I remember them. I remember them saying like you can stay at the compound.
Yes.
but we both declined, right, Tyler?
I think I ate dinner with them, but then were staying in the ship.
Yeah, and you guys had know there is an emissary kind of group that has been talking with the folks of this planet, and that
they've been trying to establish communications or
they're working on like a translator device so that they can understand them better, but they're really only been able to pick up like basic stuff for now.
With the alarms going off, first thing Xander does is like get up and just kind of like almost like an instinct. Because alarm's going off military, he grabs his pistol, select door, and goes outside to like see what the hell's going on.
Okay, cool.
I think Blex would immediately start talking with Brent.
Okay.
And see if Brent can tell me anything that is happening.
Gotcha. Okay.
Are we all in bed at this point?
No, we were up playing cards.
We were playing cards.
Toot is definitely annoyed and does not feel any sense of impending doom whatsoever. She just kind of just like sighs and puts her cards down and then like tries to look at some sensor to see if they can sense anything, even though she doesn't have any sensor.
Probably.
Let's make believe.
That works.
She can push buttons.
What's Blex doing? Where went Blex? What's Jedt?
Oh yeah. I
The
guess
Coinbitter.
Yes, exactly. I guess I would just grab my the energy rifle I was using before and just kind of like follow. I'm not right with him, but like I'm following suit outside.
Cool.
Xander gets outside. Is anybody running around, or is there?
Yeah. I mean, it's with the lights on now. You see, there are definitely folks out and about. I mean, you guys are not like right next to the compound. Remember, they had to drive out to you guys in like the landing bays or the landing fields. But yeah, there definitely are people running around as you kind of stare around.
Run up to somebody and just be, hey, what the hell's going on?
Okay, perfect.
Just sort of wave somebody down, like, what's this?
With the gun in his hand.
Yeah.
I'm not waving the gun at him. I'm holding
Tell me what's going on now, I'll shoot you.
Tell me very well not stab.
What's going on right now? Bang, 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 bang. This will get their attention. All right, so you run out. You're looking around for somebody to talk to. You and Jedt are outside of this ship, your Cascade Andromeda. And Toots is inside trying to type in some sensors, look up some stuff. Blex is in his head, kind of just probably staring there, and you're seeing Brent pop up. Just, hey, Blex, how's it going?
You tell me, Brent, what's going on?
I love it so much. Like every time I forget what he sounds like, and then you remind me, and I'm like, God damn, that's good.
And you see him kind of like stare at you. He's like, well, it seems like some unusual seismic activity has been detected.
Jeez.
I'm assuming it's like, I don't think you've tied him into the system here, so he can't really get anything else from that.
Shit.
Right?
Yeah, good point. I don't think I would have had time.
Yeah. So he's just like, I will see what kind of comm chatters I can pick up that are unencrypted, but give me a second. He kind of like sits there and, again, just kind of staring at you, like smiley, dead-eyed, as that goes on. We cut outside with Jedt and Zander, and are you looking out the windows too there, Miss Toots, or are you just like staring at sensors?
I would probably be looking at the sensors.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, she doesn't care.
That's fine. That's what I expect.
Yeah.
So Jedt and Zander, you guys are outside, and you're hearing like everyone's kind of freaking out, staring around, and like obviously sirens are going off. People are running around. Like same with you. They've got some people have guns. They're looking about, and you see probably not relatively. I'm trying to think like probably like 2 football fields away. So was that 200 yards? So that's
600 feet.
600 feet. We'll say 3. There's about 900 feet away from this compound.
Mm-hmm.
You see like an explosion of rocks and dirt, just like shoot into the sky. Because maybe you guys are on like this rocky planet, and like come cascading down, and you watch as this creature. Imagine like a blue whale breaching through water, but this is like a blue whale breaching through rock and sand, and it punches through, and you see it kind of like lift into the air, and it's got like
holy shit,
like probably like 4 of these giant massive flippers on each side, and they're kind of like flapping as it like cascades into the air.
Sin.
And just it opens its mouth, and you just hear this like alien just like reverberating through the land.
I didn't catch that. Was this something?
Like a big murloc.
Like a big murloc. Like, most of my voices, like alien voices, are pretty murloc-y.
Yeah.
You said it was a sin, and then like instantly the Final Fantasy X fights and themes started like in my head.
Yeah.
Is that what the Final Fantasy boss looks like?
Yeah, and 10.
I never made it that far because that game sucked. So.
Oh, you're crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You throwing down.
It's just because you
cheats,
couldn't
son.
get your shards right.
No, that game was dumb.
Yeah.
That sphere grid was
I had to-
dope.
Yeah, that's what your sphere is thinking.
Yeah.
This massive creature,
I'm thinking like Mass Effect, like
Sin
the
shows
Thresher
up.
Maw.
kind of, yeah. Like that's like I don't have Sin, so if it looks like Sin, fucking cool. Like I never made it that far in the game because I was like, this is dumb. Like,
Big whale.
I think I made it to where you had to play Blitzball.
You saw it because it was like in the
That's why you
opening
quit.
cinematic.
Yeah, because when you have to play
Stupid.
Blitzball, that shit
Yeah,
sucks.
It was
So
terrible.
terrible.
Blitzball was very
yeah.
terrible.
Did I? Okay, I thought it looked like a big crab. Maybe I'm thinking of Lavos.
Nah,
but
that's
that could be
Lavos.
Lavos.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this massive blue whale with 4 massive, flippers, wings, things, crashes through the surface, spitting out rocks, dust, lets out this large bellow, and then you see it kind of take off and probably go like another 900 feet, and then crash down into the surface again.
God damn.
And just like, again, rocks spit up everything, and then, like, the tremors kind of stop, and they slow down, and then essentially, like, you don't hear anything.
So, did I manage to flag somebody down?
Yeah, everyone's outside.
Like, what the hell is that thing?
Anybody outside watching sees, like, and again, like, there's, imagine, like, floodlights. So you're basically seeing, like, this, like, just shadows of, like, maybe the sun, like, the moonlight up above, and then whatever field of, like, light there is from these floodlights.
I kind of pictured too, like I'm assuming that the spaceship, like Cascade Andromeda, is like
oh, absolutely,
like rocking
yeah.
back and forth.
Yeah.
Like I'm assuming that happens, and she's just like unbothered, like still clicking at the sensors. Like,
wow.
Like she's just like click, click, click,
Nerves of steel.
click.
Doesn't even care. So yeah, and everyone's just kind of staring at it, like anybody you talk to is like, we I don't know.
Have you seen this fucking thing before? What the hell?
No, we haven't
It's called
seen
an
anything like that
onyx.
before.
So
You see this mass.
whoever I'm talking to, like they're also shocked to see.
Never seen this before.
Okay.
They're just like in any shape or form. They're like we no, I don't know what that is.
I will turn to Jedt
You
and be
hear
like,
people just like, what the fuck is that shit? Like yelling out loud.
what the fuck? Have you seen this kind of? What the hell is that?
Dude, what the?
All right, how full is the hold? Can we get off this goddamn planet?
Yes, I mean, we have enough fuel.
You do, yeah.
I mean, we fully unloaded.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, everything's. I think the only reason you guys were staying around was because you were potentially going to go on the emissary stuff.
Yeah, we were potentially, but now there's a fucking sand whale. Like, I don't know. I think I need to talk to what was his name? Major Freck.
Yeah, his name is Cornox Freck. Thank you very much.
The amphibian man.
Yeah, you guys are in Darren FA7. Listen to my notes. The lead emissary lady was Sarah Cheshire. I went through my notes.
So is the rumbling getting quieter? Is the
Yes.
alarm still going off?
The alarms have died down.
Okay.
And you see, like, you can probably hear, like, if you're near those guys with, like, radios, you're hearing people, like, picking up chatter of just, like, we gotta go explore that hole, right? Like, we gotta see how far this thing got, like, where it goes down to. And they're just like,
Ooh.
get the team ready. We gotta... And there's like, what about the morning? Let's wait till the morning. Like, let's... Like, you could hear this, like, live reaction of them deciding they want to go investigate what this was, but they should probably wait till the morning because no one knows.
Yeah, well, I'll put my gun away and don't have it in my hand anymore.
Yeah.
my first thought was there were things invading the base.
Sure.
Right. Yeah, no, that sounds right. I think I'm, as long as, like, things are calming down, I mean, we're at the waylay of that thing. If that thing attacks us, we're fucking dead.
On the waylay.
Yeah, so I'm just probably, I'm looking for information.
Yep, I mean, you guys could...
Yeah, I want to go find the major.
Okay, yeah. What about Blex? So you see, like, everything that's coming through from Brent is just like a large creature is breached. I mean, you probably would have seen it too. If you're looking at any of the windows of the ship, you would have seen this massive creature. Like, it probably, at one point, probably kind of blocked out the sun or the moon at one point. Like, it got high enough. Like, it was like flying through the air with ease. Like, it didn't look like it was slowing down and then just dove back down.
Okay.
So,
I'm really sorry. Blex is shopping for armor.
okay. That's good.
Jake is shopping for armor,
He's
so
gonna need
Blex
it.
is shopping for armor.
Yeah, okay, I see.
So Blex will follow his nearest friend.
Okay, sounds good.
And he's almost done shop.
That's fine. You're good. What's Toots doing?
She's still plucking away at the sensors, like beep.
Trying to track this whale
Spitting
thing.
buttons. Beep, beep, boop, boop,
She
boop.
doesn't. She doesn't have anything in sensors, so she's just kind of going blind, not really checking for anything important.
Screen pops up, just like, are you sure you want to delete this? Just, yep.
Yep,
Yeah,
send to Funky Town. Initiate.
You deleted what?
You go running off. You Jedt go running off. We'll say Blex joins along too. He came outside.
Blex is ready to pay attention now.
Okay, that's good.
He's got armor and he's good to go.
Just puts it on real quick.
Yep.
Terrified of whatever this thing was. Are you going to join them, Toots, or are you going to stand there just hitting buttons on the bridge?
Unless someone specifically asks her to come, I think she would just be completely oblivious.
I wouldn't, Zander wouldn't even think of
I think
asking.
in the
He
heat of the moment.
just ran out and like, oh shit, what the hell's going on?
So sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm trying to be in character.
No, it's all good. So we see Jedt, Zander, Blex go walking off, rushing, hustling, speed walking, maybe even a little bit, in a increased form of manner of movement towards this compound.
Good description.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
running.
Okay. Well, Blex doesn't seem like a runner to me.
He runs, but he doesn't run correctly. He kind of like he'll move his shoulders, but his arms kind of stay at his
But not like full Naruto.
You know.
I like to
Okay.
think
What
that
about a
we're all
segue?
like in sync with like Olympic form, like speed walking.
Okay.
So we're all just like the
Yeah.
perfect.
Got the
Yeah.
fucking the hip
whatever,
gyration.
which I think is such a
Oh,
weird
yeah.
sport because like it's just
What's weird about it? You got to keep one foot on the ground at all times.
yeah, I know it's just like I don't know.
Seems
weird.
tough to me.
Is that the rule?
Jog.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
that's what walking is.
Okay. I
You have to
know.
keep 1 foot on the ground. If 2 feet are up, you're just DQ'd.
Yeah.
I'll be jumping.
Well, that's running.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it makes it tough.
I'm learning.
But I think we talked about it. I want Blex to have automatic heals.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. We have to use. They don't like
Yeah.
increase the speed. It's
Yeah,
just,
exactly. Maybe he's holding on to Xander's. Xander has his arm behind him, and he's just getting towed.
Because I love that
Hey,
image.
Blex, give me your cord. Just like,
My neural jack out of my neck.
just-
Like,
I just like have it over my shoulder and I'm just running with it.
It's just like a weird form of fishing.
I was or like jet ski or you're just like fucking wakeboarding.
I love that.
jet skis.
Oh,
Oh.
I would like to ask Brent if this animal, if just give me whatever info you can on this
sure.
animal on our way out there.
That's cool. So he starts to just scan any chatter of what's going through. So it's probably 200 feet long, probably close to 250, 300 tons.
Well, I do just want it is obviously, but I just want to make sure it's native to the planet.
He doesn't know.
Oh, okay.
Because,
Something that's not in his.
they're assuming, but from the chatter he's picking up, like no one knows what this thing
Okay,
was.
cool.
They've never seen this thing before.
Okay.
So, so you will get to the major.
Yeah.
And he's, up. He's got like I would say he has a coffee, but him being an amphibian thing, I feel like that would dry him out. So that probably wouldn't be the smartest thing.
I like tea.
Which I always thought was weird that coffee dries you out, but it's like 90% water.
It's a diuretic.
Yeah.
Right. But like, because whenever I would drink coffee, I would count it as part of my water because it's like 90% water.
No.
But then like later on, it's like, no.
Piss that out
it's
3
the,
times as fast.
Sodium, all that makes kidneys work, pulls water out of you.
So tea?
Okay, yeah. We'll say he's drinking a nice green tea. We'll say it's Calaxian green tea. I don't know. I'm just throwing words in front of it.
Nice.
Now, Calaxian exists in this world. What is it? Don't know. Don't ask.
Yeah, world building. There it is.
He's sitting there, and he's,
Like, Major, what the hell? What the hell's that thing?
And he turns, he's like, we have no idea what this is. We've never seen something like
You've
this
never
before.
seen this thing before?
No, never in our time here. We're
Pull out
gonna
your gun.
Just look around. Pull a gun to his head. No. Well, seriously, you never. What? Are you just like?
What are the odds?
What the fuck are we doing here now?
He's like, trust me, this is a pretty game changer. Now, obviously, we've been in the tunnels, and judging by the size of that thing, maybe this is something they use to make tunnels, or they live in the tunnels that this thing creates, because some of the tunnels you've been in have been pretty wide enough for where that creature would be, so we don't know. We were trying to figure that out. We've dispatched, we're trying to get a group emissaries to go ask what exactly this is, but we're working on it. We'll get you an answer as soon as we can, but right now, we just don't know. We're all kind of frazzled. We just saw a massive creature burst out of the ground and shower the surrounding area with rocks, and not exactly what we wanted to see before we went to bed. I'm sure you understand that. If you're so inclined, you're more than welcome to go out there and check the hole. But we're gonna get a team together in the morning for that. But
We are on this planet that we're with the Prime Dominion on this planet that they're, quote, trying to
Prime
help
Dominion
with.
said, hey, we've got a bunch of supplies. We want you to go to this planet, drop off the supplies. That's your job.
Okay, so Blex is
You've
going
done that aspect of your job, and then obviously there was like emissary work that had been talked about with these bug people and that kind of thing, and then this has happened. So, but the core of your job has been done. Whether or not you want to continue here, it's up to you guys. But
I guess
that's what you know.
Yeah, are we doing anything against our protocol by not checking in, returning by a certain date?
No,
okay.
I mean they know how long it roughly should take, but as long as once they have the receipts that was delivered, you guys are good.
Blex is going to ask the Major, do you have any science stations on the planet established yet? Because we could try to track the seismic activity and track the...
It's like, we're working on it. We have a science team here. They're not in this area now, but if you want to, I can give you directions on how to get there, the compound there, if that's what you want to talk with them. But absolutely, that's definitely something that we're working on right now.
Okay.
I love it. Yeah, I guess, I'm kind of just going with the flow. I guess I'm, curious, and I'm also, because I think this, it hails to the question of, why we were here and what this establishment is doing, right? What kind of exploration are they doing? What are they interested in? Because, I think that this answers, or could answer some of those questions, and so the answers we were looking for, I think I'm, interested in, so. Yeah,
and I think you're faced with the fact that, for all intents and purposes, they are colonizing here.
Yeah.
And where is your character's moral...
Yeah.
Does this discovery and the interest of what's happening here outweigh that fact that, you're not here under the best pretenses? Now, obviously, the Prime Dominion doesn't think they're doing anything wrong. They think they're helping out this group of people, and they're bringing them into the collective fold, and that what they're doing here is just and okay. Now, it's up for your characters to make that decision for them. But in the minds of everyone here, they're doing the right thing by helping these poor, defenseless species. Now there's fucking giant whale creatures. They might need their help even more. Who knows? Yeah. So
I guess I'm just complying, not really feigning compliance, but sort of just not being sitting. I'm sitting on the fence and just being hey, how can I help? I just want to learn more while I'm here so far.
Okay.
So I definitely want to go out on that expedition if they're
cool. Yeah. No, I think them. So what about Zander?
given that it's kind of at night and this is a bit of a panic, his immediate concern is that thing gone? Like, is it going to come back? But long term, I mean, he'll stick with the crew as much as possible, but he's kind of leaning towards, I don't know if we need to be here that long with this big-ass thing.
That makes sense.
Just cruising around the base here.
I totally understand that. Yeah, I think Blex, like, if you get in there, you can maybe even, like, talk to Brent and have him focus in on, like, any sort of scientific talk. And you could definitely see, like, the sensors aren't picking anything up anymore. They had sensed seismic activity heading towards the base. Obviously, the breach happened, and then they noticed it going further and further away. They've picked up, now that they're kind of, like, hyper-focused on it all, there has been some, like, seismic activity near where, like, one of the major, I guess it would be, like, clans base is kind of thing.
Or one of these tribes of natives.
Where the tribes, yeah. There is some seismic activity there, but not, like, on the same level. So either they are moving around or something like that. They're picking up certain things from there, because most of them live underground here. But yeah, nothing super crazy sticks out of.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem like it's there anymore. Like, pretty clear in the general, 1,000 feet around the base, there's nothing going off.
Okay. So they do have sensors, it sounds like, and either they were using them or and like they knew as soon as they could, or they weren't using them to their full efficacy.
I think this is kind of like they send, like, drones out, and they've got, like, like drone sensors going around, maybe flying low, trying to pick up any sensors or see if they can pick anything up as soon as this thing went. Like, they might even be trying. You guys don't know.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Maybe even the general says, like, we've got some drones trying to go out and track the activity of this and see if we can find anything. I think they have sensors set up too at various intervals, because everything being underground, they're not dumb. Like, these things might try to burrow into their base, so they're going to have sensors set up around the base to kind of sense the seismic activity.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We need to know exactly where this thing is.
I think that's probably something that Brent would be. If we have Brent monitor the sensors and then give us, like, as much lead time as he possibly can.
Yeah, I think it would probably take. There's not much data right now for it. So he's like, I will continue to monitor it, and I will get a calculation as soon as I feel I have enough data to be comfortable with it.
Nice.
Like, right, because, like, you have to have a certain amount of sample size for it to be considered.
Yeah, I guess right now all we have is
rational.
This thing just
Agreed.
breached and landed and left.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to ask, just based on my character's perception, is did it fly? Do
Yes.
I know if it fly? I literally
You watch these
Okay.
four things on its side flapping, and it flew another, like I said, probably flew another 300 feet and then crashed back down. Yeah. Yeah, think the kind of inspiration for this was like the Avengers, the Chitauri,
the big whale,
the big whale, like space whales, those kind of things. Like, that'd be kind of cool, like, but not like covered in alien monsters trying to kill you.
Damn.
So, but like actually look like a blue whale.
Yeah.
But probably it's got, like, if you get up close, it's got, like 16 eyes or some crazy shit. Like,
I guess
everything's got more eyes in space.
I guess I mentioned to Blex, like, if you get any more information on what this thing was, I want to know if it can glide a certain distance, or if it literally can just fly as long as.
Okay, I will try.
I don't know if you can get that. I'm just saying. I'm just mentioning what I think we need to know.
I think you bringing that up, Brent would probably, like, given the size, the mass of the creature, and, like, the wings it had, it probably
isn't gliding.
Isn't going to fly for too long.
Right.
Like, it's probably,
That's
like,
what I was
short
thinking.
bursts of things. Just given, like, the massive size of it. But you don't know. Like,
it uses inertia to get up, and then ultimately, like, it can kind of glide for a distance. And
like
then
a flying fish.
Just go back.
This is slightly tangential and a question for Cody, because I'm not going to remember. It's going to bother me. What was the anime about the whale that, like, if it swallowed you, you would be erased from the entire your existence would be erased?
But
So,
that was ReZero. It was
ReZero.
the first season of ReZero, which is it's a good and bad anime.
so like, if the whale like swallowed you, you would no longer have ever existed.
Okay.
Like everyone who knew you forgets you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like you just are.
Well, you're
erased.
dead, and also nobody knows you exist.
So that's what it reminds me of, but
Okay.
like not. Like, it's probably more scary than. But
I think it's
anyway.
even worse than that. I don't think it swallows you. It's like the mist it produces. I think.
Oh.
Like if the mist swallows you, then that happens.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
interesting.
Cool anime. Okay,
Anyways.
tangential. I'm not a part of this. I wanted to be relevant.
No, that's cool. I appreciate it.
right.
So, okay. So you guys start getting a game plan together. Start trying to figure something out. It sounds like they have a team going to explore these tunnels in the morning. Sounds like Jedt is interested in that. I don't know if the rest of you are interested in that. But there's also, sounds like an emissary team is going to be en route to go talk with the tribes as well to figure out if, like, what the fuck is that thing? So there are two different options there if you guys wanted to go those routes if you truly care. You could also just wait till the morning, dip the fuck out, and fly the fuck away and not worry about it.
What
So,
language is native to this planet?
You don't know.
They haven't deciphered it. It's a lot
Yeah.
of clicks.
They call them clickers is like their
Yeah.
Okay.
kind of, but yeah, they don't
Derogatory.
really have.
Yeah.
I only speak one other language, and I was like, hey,
You
it's worth a
yeah,
shot.
yeah, don't think it's gonna be this.
This is just something I guess more for the group than Chris, but I think Blex sees us as like I think he sees Jedt as the owner of the ship, as in, you know, anything involving the ship is what he says goes. But then as far as like the team, I think he looks at Zander as like, whatever you say goes. Like, you are my boss and your boss is the Prime Dominion, or whatever we choose to be doing. So
Yeah, Zander definitely would default to kind of like, okay, here's what we're gonna fucking do, but he doesn't want to do that. That's the reason he quit the military.
Yeah.
doesn't want to be in
Keep pulling
charge.
me back in.
yeah.
But in terms of like what's going on here, it's like main priority is making sure that the ship is safe. So like he'd be like, Blex, make sure anything you can get, keep track of that thing, let us know, and then radio back to Toots. Like, is the ship okay? Did the
Yeah,
ship
you
hurt
didn't hear anything.
Oh yeah, she's just playing Pong on one of the monitors with like her feet up on like a desk or like one of the chairs or something, and like cleaning her teeth. And she's like,
Like, well, as long as
all clear, boss.
we have a good line on, or a good as long as we're paying attention and we think we can maybe predict if this thing's going to hit our ship. Okay, just keep an eye on that. The ship is safe, and then after that, it's like, well, what? If you guys want to go check this tunnel out, okay. We just got to make sure we can leave at any time, because that shit's big and scary.
Yeah. for
So,
sure.
like, just as like a character fact, like Toots is not going to do anything unless specifically asked to, and even that is kind of wishy-washy. So, like, unless someone asked her to like accompany them, she is just going to defaultly keep playing
All right.
Pong. And I'm so sorry, that's just what she would do.
We're just gonna write you out of the story and be like,
I'm
no
so
one talk to
sorry.
Toots.
No.
It's just like, that's just what I picture her doing. I don't really think of her as taking initiative at all. She wouldn't be like, I'll go into the tunnels, unless someone was just like, we need another gun, can you come?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, we do need every hand that can carry a gun.
Did you
Just in
ask
case.
her?
So I guess like
Well, not tonight. Maybe
He
tomorrow
told
morning.
her. Get your gun. Touch it. Go, go.
You just punched the whale.
Time to murder.
So to make a character moment, like I return to the ship at some point because I would do that before the night ends, and I'd be like, and I see that you were on the console, like with where the sensors are, and I'd be like, do you have is everything good? Is like my ship okay? How's the hull? Is it intact? Is status report? What you got?
She doesn't even look at you, and she's like still like cleaning her teeth with like a pen or something, and just still
We're
playing
on a
Pong
ship?
with like one hand, and she's just like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I'm
Beat the high score.
just like, get out of this seat. Let me look at this.
There you go.
They still have Pong in the future.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I feel
Why-
like it's the
yeah.
easiest game.
I mean, it could be another version of Pong, but
Yeah.
I was thinking the Microsoft pinball, the like cosmic
yeah.
pinball. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's like two hands, right? You need to do both
True,
shifts.
true.
you
think
could do
Pong is
the
just
ski
like-
one. You do one.
Oh, that was so fun. I used to
Yeah.
love that game.
Yeah, the fucking Yeti comes out and eats your head.
Yeah, I never got past it.
Nope, that one never did. I'm sure they did. People are really good at that stuff.
I like to think that it went fully analog. It went backwards, and it's like that water toy where you're screwing the rings back onto the little flippy thing.
There you go.
But it's like the iPad kids of today will never know the trials and tribulations of trying to play Game Boy in the back seat at night with like the highway lights going.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
The lights.
they will never know what we went
You
through.
just gotta angle it just right to
Yeah.
get that light.
Yeah, you're like, next slide, please, and then you're like waiting for the next moment. Like
I remember-
you essentially have 1 frame per second.
Getting like a Game Gear and being like so stoked and putting the like 19 double A's in that bad boy so I can play Echo the Dolphin for
Oh my
15 minutes until the batteries die.
How cool.
Okay, question: how did you like Echo the Dolphin as a kid?
I mean, I
what was
liked
the
it because I
impression?
didn't have I didn't know.
Okay.
So I'm like, this is a
Right.
good game.
I thought it was cool.
But
Okay, see, I'm the only one. I think I just had a very overactive imagination because when that fucking dolphin moved dimensions, when you jumped up and like some music would play, that shit freaked me the fuck out. I was so scared. I'm like, what? I did not like the sound they made.
See,
Like,
I thought
very
that
scary.
since Echo the Dolphin could breathe bubbles underwater and then get more oxygen, I thought I could breathe bubbles underwater
You're
and
a
get
dolphin.
oxygen. Didn't matter. That was my kid logic. So I just kept like trying to get my sister to like blow bubbles in the pool and
Oh
during the
my
summer
gosh.
and be like, it's not working. Let's try it again. Let's try it again.
let's go breathe more water.
Yeah, make bigger bubbles. They're a bunch of little bubbles.
Kid logic makes sense.
I mean, I had the same thing. I wouldn't swim in a pool because I thought a shark was going to eat me. So
That makes sense.
Invisible
Bruce the shark can get you
no,
anywhere.
no, I thought a full-on shark was going to get into my parents' pool in the backyard
Oh damn!
and eat me.
Kid logic.
So yeah,
Y'all just open your eyes in the chlorine pool.
I
Just,
did-
like, full up.
100%.
I do my best not to.
Like when you were a kid, though.
I'll do
Yeah.
that shit right now.
Oh, dude, I did that so often. I'd come out of the pool and I'm just like red eyes, just like. Ugh.
I'm like terrified of opening my eyes underwater because I'm afraid of what I'm going to see.
A shark.
Yeah, like, I just never open my eyes. I'm like, if it takes me, it takes me. Like I'll just die. Like
Yeah,
I don't need to see the thing about to kill me.
Yeah, I don't swim if I can't see the bottom. Like
Yeah.
lakes, no go. Like rivers are like a slow river that's like relatively shallow is
Sure.
fine, but like no lakes, no. I'm not going out in the ocean. Fuck off.
So the night falls. You guys go to bed. Do your best to fall asleep after everything that
Yeah,
happened
it's
here.
a little on edge after that.
Sure. Like eventually the lights stay on, but obviously the sirens die down. You see that there's probably a little bit more patrols going on. Maybe you see the blinking lights of drones taking off to go search the surrounding area. And eventually you guys are able to fall asleep in your bunks, your cots, understanding everything going on. We see you guys wake up in the morning. Are you guys gonna offer to go on one of these expeditions?
With the night to think about it,
Yeah.
Zander would probably at least offer with the kind of like a sense of duty being a part of the Dominion.
Sure.
Like, I mean,
Even if we go with a team.
at least to make sure that the people here are okay.
Are you going to go with the emissary team, or are you going to go into the hole?
What I would do is I would offer, probably lean towards whatever this whole is, whatever expedition is going there, from a safety perspective.
Gotcha.
Like, you'd go to the Major and be like, all right, Major, while we're here, if you need extra hands, we're available. I'm available. We have Jedt and Blex. We can make Toots come along too. But extra hands to make sure that this place is safe.
Okay. And are you going to offer... So I'm going to roll a dice here. And that's going to be... We're going to say odds. He chooses you guys to go with the emissary. Evens. He chooses you to go into the hole. Roll my d6 here.
Hole.
I hope it's even.
I mean, we could if we wanted to.
Xander's just offering blanket help while we're here.
I'm with you. And I think, he kind of turns to you and he's just like, we're going to appreciate that. It's good to know. We got, do you guys have any sort of weaponry or armor or anything like that along with you? I'm assuming with
We have
basic, probably
basic
minimum.
armor. I do have my service rifle.
Excellent. Well, we don't know how deep that hole goes, so we're going to be going to the hole. Well, obviously, going to provide you have vac suits or anything like that with oxygen source just to
Do
be
have a
safe.
vac suit, yes.
Excellent. Okay, excellent. So we'll And he's just like, well, let me talk with the crew, see who we've got, all everything's gonna work out here, and we'll hit you up on the ship when we have an idea of what's going to happen. I appreciate your help staying here and everything like that.
I ask if there's any like equipment for like scanning for like natural resources or something. Is there like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think they would have something like that.
Yeah, and part of that question is to see if that's kind of why they're here or whatever. Is if they have the equipment for this, and that also lends to the fact that like, oh, they're actually kind of like, that's one of the.
I mean, I think they told you that originally, but yeah, definitely. They're gonna have like, there will be the team going into the hole will be like part scientific, part like security.
Cool.
And then the emissary group's just going to be straight up like, yo, what the fuck was that kind of thing. So,
got it. Cool.
That is, that's where it's at. So we see you guys head back to the ship. Maybe there's a montage of you guys suiting up, getting armor on. Now, I think the thing is, vac suit counts as armor. So you'll only be bringing a vac suit versus your other armor if you're going into the hole. So, unless the suit that you have, the armor you have comes with like a helmet that has a breathable and all that stuff, which I'm assuming they do, but I don't know enough about that part.
Well,
Yeah.
I
got my vac suit. It's got decent armor.
I have cloth armor, and it has a helmet in the picture,
Okay.
but I don't know if that means that it... Let me read the armor section and see if that comes with
Cool.
standard.
Okay. Perfect. So we see you guys getting suited up, getting ready for this. Yep, there's a fucking montage. And the light blinks onto the screen, an incoming call. You open it up and you see the amphibian face of Major Cornox Freck staring at you. And then we'll find out next time what mission you're going on.
Goodness, oh my goodness.
So I was probably going to leave this in at the beginning of the episode because I feel it's important. Normally I'll like cut our banter at the beginning of the episodes and put it at the end so people get right into the episode, and if they want to listen to us say dumb shit,
Bants.
funnier shit than normal, they'll put at the end. But the state of the world is pretty shitty right now. I think everybody would say that's a
Finally
hard
getting back
agree.
on track, Chris.
Oh no,
It's true. It's true.
no.
I think I got Jake.
Yeah, a big mouthful of water.
It's been pretty shitty
it's awful.
to be in the country we're in and watch it's just nosedive into fascism and just the shittiest of shitty taking over. And so I want to do something better. And I want everybody here to give me one positive that's happened to them in the past, let's say, month.
Okay.
Think of something good that's happened so we can focus on that instead of the shitty decaying of our moral and social and judicial systems. So I'll go first.
I respect it.
So I've been working out every weekday since like January 6th. Nice. Weird day to pick. I get it. But,
interesting, I got to start beefing up for my brothers.
Yeah. When we march again, I need to make sure I'm there. The shitty part about that is there's this really good burger place in Enumclaw, and the owner of the parents of
horse meat.
The owners of the place, their son was one of the Proud Boys who got arrested for January 6th, and like they full on support him. So I'm like, well, I can't go back and eat there now.
Yeah,
like I can't.
Like a yellow Fred Perry logo in the window.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
So,
hard
Proud
sell.
boys, proud parents.
exactly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, but yeah, so I've been working out every day, every weekday, and I got back up to leg pressing 1,000 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah, fuck with that, Proud Boys.
And then this past Monday, I did 1,040 for like 2 full sets of 10. And then the last one, I was like, I probably should do like I'll drop it down to like 900 and
That's
do
not
like
even
half
like
race.
a PR. You're just doing sets of 1,000.
Yeah, yeah. So I felt really proud of that. Like
Yeah.
my max ever was 1,200 pounds
Yeah.
in leg press, and so I'm like,
crazy.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm trying to be. I'm also 40 now. I'm not like 20 or 30 in my early 30s when I was doing that. So I'm like,
Spring chicken.
yeah. So I'm like, I gotta be smarter. Take my time getting back there. But it felt
Stretch.
good. I was happy.
That's awesome.
I've hit. It was like my first personal goal was to get back to 1,000.
That's big.
It sucks because it takes more time to get all the weights onto the machine than it does to like do the reps. Like I basically have to work. Like I work out with 3 other guys, and I have to have my own machine because to take all the weights off for the other guy to do his workout is just not worth it.
It is really annoying when I work out with my brother and we do different different amounts. But when we use like the dumbbells that we got to put our own weights on.
Mm-hmm.
When we do workouts with those, the most annoying shit is having to change them out every time.
Yeah.
He does that, I just said.
So
Wait, who
that
does
is
more?
annoying.
You left that out.
No, what?
We'll leave that to the imagination. Whatever you think in your head is correct.
Well, I don't know if you actually use that enough. Like these are super popular dumbbells are by Bowflex.
Yes,
You turn them I don't know if you've seen them, but you basically turn the wheels on both sides, and so it dynamically like you just set 35 on both sides, and you pick it up, and it will automatically grab the weights
I've seen
to
those,
make it 35, and it goes up to like whatever 50 or 60 or something.
Too bad they don't make a freaking
I'm curling
machine
70s right now. So
for Chris.
Damn. Dude.
For leg press, they don't even have like a machine that
you
can,
have to put the 45s
that's
on.
Yeah,
So then I have to do the
full
math.
machine, yeah.
So I'm like, all right, well, like 10 plates on each side is 900.
Yeah.
So then I got to figure out like that's why I was just like, I'm just gonna put 2 other 45s on, like 2 other 45s. We'll call it good. So I was like, doing the math. Okay.
Weight math is really funny when you're tired.
Yeah.
It's so hard sometimes.
Because then I'm like, well, what's this barbell? Is this barbell 35? Is it a 45 barbell? Like, where are we at? And so I'm just like,
That's cool, man. Good for you. For
thank you.
getting-
I know, yeah.
that's
So
awesome.
it's,
Fucking awesome.
I was very happy.
Yeah.
Everyone that I work out was like, "You're going to pass us here in the next month." I'm like, we'll see. I'm not. I'm trying to be smart. Like, I want to make sure I have the technique before I go to the stupid weight first.
I do notice that like you basically retained a lot of the muscles that you did from like you had in high school or whatever, which for me is like a little bit sad because you're like, oh shit, like that's a very good time to build muscle because you kind of keep that for like almost your entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think genetically, I'm a bigger guy, but I think genetically I was definitely supposed to be more athletic than I was. And I was like, fuck that. Like when I was a kid, I never fucking gave a shit at all. And now as an adult, I'm like, probably should have.
Probably should have
done that. Yeah.
Probably should have done some
General
push-ups or
maintenance.
something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really not your choice. Like I feel like it's either your parents' encouragement or it's like your friends or something.
Was
like
definitely my choice.
I mean,
I was in sports and then I was like, fuck this.
yeah,
This
but I'm
is
saying
awful.
like, did you? This gets philosophical, but
Yeah,
You
true,
can definitely
true.
just like do push-ups.
Yeah.
Like nobody will stop you.
Yeah.
I could have done the bare minimum.
Yeah.
yeah. No.
So, all right, what is something else that's cool that's happened to
right.
one of you people?
You said
do you mean,
within the last month.
I mean, I was just since the beginning of the year. If you want, got 2 months.
Okay. Actually, I'll just take something recent because it's really it's been a lot of
that.
fun. I started playing Untitled Goose Game with my girlfriend.
Fuck yes,
Nice.
Oh, damn.
great game.
But like
Honk.
playing that like co-op is, I mean, it just really turns into us just being goose running around going honk honk. honk. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember watching the boys play that, and I was like, "This game rules." Like,
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah, like
Dismantling society one honk at a time.
So there you go. It doesn't have to be big. Just one thing that you're proud of that's happened. So
Yeah, let's see. I've been really working on self-improvement over the last year, just because, I had a lot of anxiety, and that was like pre-January 6th.
It's like everybody's.
Yeah. But I think I really been nailing on the self-improvement part. End of last year, I started taking medication for my severe OCD.
Yeah.
And I did not know there was medication for that, so I'm glad I inquired. And now that part is taken care of, and I've been living life awesomely.
That's awesome.
That
Yeah.
alone
Sick,
is
seriously.
amazing.
I bet.
And then since then, I've just been I've been working out a lot, trying to get the Dommy Mommy status.
Hell yeah,
Same.
just crushing
real.
watermelons with your thighs.
I really want Chun-Li thighs,
Yeah,
but like
who doesn't?
I mean,
True.
I just want
True.
I want people to be scared and be like, "Is she AI?"
Yeah, what?
That's the goal I'm shooting for.
Yep.
But just kind of sticking to. I've been working out for a lot since I got my nose surgery done at the end of last year too. working out is a lot better. I can breathe better.
yeah. Absolutely.
I can run farther. I feel like the bionic woman.
Nice.
yeah.
That's awesome.
You got a sweet Dan.
Dan.
Dan. Did you sew on the sleeves?
No,
Or did you buy it like that?
I bought it like this.
Okay.
It was a lovely lady on Etsy. I wish I remember her name, or else I would plug
So
her.
it is custom, though.
It is custom.
Okay.
And then I was like, I want these colors for the
That's
sleeve,
sick.
and then she did it, and it turned out fucking amazing.
Because it feels like a very Meescha thing. I was like, I feel like Meescha bought that and then did that herself.
I would do that, but then
It
it
would,
was readily available through someone else's.
Well, yeah, then why put in the
idea.
effort? Like,
I
yeah.
know.
I
get
thought you
it.
crocheted external sleeves and were wearing those over a hoodie.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
I could do it, but I didn't do it. I won't take credit. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, and like another thing is that I have like reoccurring anxiety dreams, like nightly. So it's like, oh, I'm in high school and I don't know where my class is,
Dude.
or I'm
Okay.
running late, or like reoccurring
hate
stupid
those
dreams.
dreams.
The worst.
Or like I
Like,
didn't study for the test.
You get those like super in-depth, like, oh shit, I forgot this assignment. Like a very specific homework thing.
Exactly.
And you get real stressed about it in your dream, and then you wake up and you're real stressed about it, and then it takes you like 5 minutes to go,
yeah.
wait a minute, no.
Yeah,
That
like
only
your,
happens when I'm sick.
like your body has
Wow.
to catch up, yeah, and
Like
like
fever dreams kind of thing.
exactly, yeah. And like
that
since
shit.
I've been self-improving and meditating, working out, those have decreased so.
That's good to hear.
Nice. That's
so
sick.
I'm doing good. I'm working on myself. I'm feeling happy about
That's
it.
good to hear.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next? There's two left.
I guess I'll go next. But I also want to preface, like, before I get into the good stuff, like, I also want to acknowledge that, like, some people like are going to have a special connection to like this insane dysfunction that's happening right now. Like essentially their identities are like inherently political. So like I kind of wanted to like shout out that to say like each person has their own best way to like cope with this.
Oh,
There's
absolutely.
no real wrong way. And so like my opinion, and I completely agree with you that like it doesn't matter how shitty my life is. Like if I have to be a homesteader, like, and I lose my job and like a society collapses and it's an apocalypse, like even in that moment, like I'll wake up the next day and be like, okay, I guess I'm learning farming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so
That's what's
ultimately,
happening
like,
today.
yeah, exactly. Like, in my opinion, like that's just how my brain works. Is like I want to make the best of something, which it does come from a place of privilege too. But
Sure.
ultimately,
100%.
like I think that is a good like mindset to at least try to encourage other people to have. Is like, yeah, like let's help each other. Let's try to be positive. Like despite all this shit. Yeah.
We're people. We're not gonna be able to change anything like by ourselves. So I'd rather make everything around me better and focus on that. And then when I have the chance to speak out and go to protests and do that, I will. But like my day to day, I need to focus and keep something positive focused on, like, because shit sucks. It's dumb, and it's from the outlooks, it's only going to get worse.
I will say, I think I've noticed you being a more positive person because the other day, Chris texted me, Captain America was all right.
Oh wow.
No, seriously.
Holy shit,
the whole time
transformative.
I've known this guy, he has never once said more than like, I don't know about a positive word about a Marvel movie.
No, that's not true.
Okay, not
Recently, absolutely. I will
like,
give you that.
last
Since like
couple years.
in-game, 100%.
Yeah, in-game post. And universally, I see reviews like, this movie fucking blows. And then Chris just texts me out of nowhere, Captain America was all right.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Being more positive.
So, Cody, what you got? What's your positivity?
So positive thing, yes. So bringing it back. So I'm benefiting from the recent fact that Meesha's a dommy mommy now.
All y'all be haters.
Playing RPGs
So-
with a
Nobody-
married couple is exactly what you all think.
So there's that. But no, so yeah, like Meesha mentioned, like the Japanese thing has been we've been really getting into it, and like we have each other to like really like it's nice to learn
out
with
with?
someone. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, that too. Yeah, exactly. It really feeds. No, so that's been really fun. Like I have this like flashcard system. It's like SRS based repetition system, which is like it's called Anki, but they essentially like when you have a word that you think is really good, like it. It'll space it out even more, and so it only gives you the cards that you need, right? And so you're basically every flashcard you're telling it like, I know this good, or maybe I had some trouble, or maybe like, no, I completely missed it. Like, give it to me again. So I think systems like that are super fun, and like, yeah, the whole process of learning Japanese and immersing myself in the language has been super rewarding.
That's cool.
And so like, yeah, there's a bunch of tie-ins. Like we watch sumo, of course, and so like, there's a lot
Nice,
of
but
ways
yeah,
that we can like
good
benefit
practice.
from. Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of ways of interacting with the language. And so yeah.
What are you using like a specific like system or app or something that you would recommend?
Yes, no.
Because I'm going to Japan in September, October.
That's awesome.
So I should probably start to learn some bits.
Yeah. So I guess the quick
Just use your phone.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm going with my stepmom who is Japanese. So like,
there you
I will
go.
have
Oh
a,
shit.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
yeah, I will have a guide, but
Yeah,
I should
man.
probably learn something.
Don't be ignorant. Learn something.
Yeah, exactly.
Take it in high school.
So yeah, for you and anyone who's interested, like I'll just give you the one sentence blurb. It's called Anki, and it's it's essentially like open source, whatever, and it's free on Android and PC. The only people who have to pay for it are Apple nerds, because so they subsidize everyone else, which is awesome. But essentially, like it's super polished. You can download these decks of flashcards, and they're all like people make them. So there's a bunch of really good decks. You look up for any language, not just Japanese, or even like there's like medical students use this to learn like, medical terms, right? Because there's just a shit ton of medical terms.
Is it like ANKEE?
ANKI.
AI.
Anki,
Okay.
Yep. So I think it was I think it was originally
look
for
at that.
Japanese, but
Gotcha.
then they it's a framework, so you
Open
can
source
do anything.
flashcard program.
So the really cool thing is for free, you can sync it across your devices. So like you could have it on your phone and be practicing like out and about, and then go home and like pick up where you left off or whatever.
That's cool.
So you can download any decks. So yeah, for you, it might be like, hey, I want a deck just for like approachable Japanese. Like I want to go to a restaurant and be able to say I'm done ordering, right? Because you have to tell them you're done ordering, or else they'll stare at you. You have to say ijo desu to be like, or else they'll be like, yeah, what else? Yeah, what else? Are you done? You haven't said ijo desu yet. Anyways,
Gotcha. Interesting.
Anyway, so that was a tangent, but yeah, that's my win. I've been getting super into like more roguelikes and stuff. Video games have been super fun,
yeah.
and that's my current one.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
I would first and foremost, to piggyback off of something Meescha said, if anyone's a dream expert out there, it's not necessarily a stress dream. I've been having the same reoccurring dream for the past like 6 years, and I don't know what it means. Every time I have a dream, it's this dream, and it's not really good nor bad. It's just the same one every single time.
What is it?
It's a whole thing. Like, I'll tell you.
I
when
definitely
we're
want
not-
to hear.
This
on,
sounds like
a
some real
rushed day.
protagonist energy. Like, what is this prophetic dream you're having?
It's nothing. It's like I'm at my old elementary school. I'm on bikes. I'm in hills in Tacoma. Like it's nothing like specific.
Right.
It's just the same sequence of events. It's
Damn.
annoying.
That's wild.
So if anybody knows what that means, let me know. And then I also want to piggyback off of what Cody said. I think this is what makes us good friends. I would also encourage people to just take a step back, realize the state of your current mental health. I mean, I used to be, and I'm around someone who is a doom scroller. Like will not stop. They just get in that cycle of like, you know, you're not sleeping, you're not doing anything, but just looking at news that is upsetting you.
Exactly.
Because
Bad for your mental health.
right.
Yes,
So I
exactly.
just, I have always had very staunch political beliefs that not a lot of people adhere to, and I understand that, but I do think it's important for people to be confident enough in your political ideology to not make it your entire personality. I don't want to tell anybody who they should or should not be, but I just don't think it's very healthy to have your entire personality and mental scape surround politics. I think it is not a good place to be in. But a nice thing that has happened to me is on Friday, and she doesn't fucking listen to this. And Emily, if you do, turn it off. But I bought a ring on Friday.
Oh
wow.
Oh,
Nice.
shit. Damn.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
That's
dude.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
So,
Congrats, dude.
yeah,
Awesome.
That's a big step. Yeah, I really hope
yeah.
she doesn't listen to this.
she, I guarantee, does not.
I will cut it out just to be stuck.
yeah.
You
That's
Just bleep it so it says
just
I
beep.
bought a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
then,
awesome.
then it'll
dude.
be like us saying congratulations. And
Yeah.
so yeah, that's well.
Redub it so it says dildo.
Thank you.
Yeah. I guess like I do want to touch on like one thing you said. Like, and I know that this is whatever tangential, but like I think it's important. Like I do want to like I had that exact conversation about the like doom scrolling, like absorbing all of the hate of the world, right? With a coworker who's trans. And we've been friends, coworkers, and really close friends for years. And like that was my thing, originally, right? My knee-jerk reaction was like, well, this is becoming your personality, and I'm mentioning this because I think it's hurting yourself. Like you're hurting yourself in your confusion, to use a Pokemon term, because they love they love Pokemon is why I use that.
It's like beating the shit out of themselves.
Yeah. But we have really long-winded ADHD conversations. We're both super ADHD and like riff off each other. And like, so the thing I learned from them was like, her argument was just like, once again, my whole identity is inherently political. Like if I'm not paying attention, like
100%,
I have to like be afraid and like, or else what? Like I just relinquish my identity.
I'm not saying like put your head in the sand. I'm saying
so it's both.
Be comfortable in the knowledge of yourself and knowing what you believe in to know what is right or wrong. You don't need to go throughout your life and yell that. If you do, you do. I understand. There's people who do. Right. There's also people who don't, and they choose to go throughout their life being just a shriveled prune of a person.
Yes.
Because they are surrounding themselves in an echo chamber with saying one thing or another. It's everybody on both sides. There are people who, I mean, their human, their basic human rights are at risk.
Yes.
I'm not saying like don't pay attention.
Sure,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? Like pay attention, be informed, go vote, like change the world. But at the same time, like you are fucking killing yourself.
Yeah.
It is 3:30 in the morning. You're on Reddit. I know what people are doing. I know you're scrolling through Fox News articles thinking this is such bullshit. I fucking hate this so much. Thinking I'm staying informed. I'm doing the right thing. You're staying angry.
Oh, I remember I would go and like Como News, the local like Como News. I would go to the website and I would go look at news articles this was a while ago, but then I would always go to the comment section, just look at the dumb shit people would say. And same thing, I'd stop. I'm like, why am I doing this?
I used to do the same thing.
Like, what am I getting? Like, I'm just getting angry at these dumb people.
I know what they're going to say. I went here knowing what I'm going to
I'm validating my anger.
Myself.
But like, oh, this person's stupid. Like, I'm just looking for it. It's like, no, like, I need to be better. I need to put that effort in something that's going to like fucking matter.
Yeah. So in summary, I guess like my conclusion to this whole thing is, don't passively let that be a decision made for you how included you are in that doom scrolling. You should assess the net, like the cost benefit of the thing you're doing, and make sure you make a willful decision on your engagement. I think that's the only thing I can really recommend.
That's a perfect way to say it. Yeah.
And my whole thing is I just wanted to focus on positive things.
I loved it.
Like, I want to make sure, like, any people listening, like, comment on our fucking... go on the Discord and comment there, or Blue Sky. Like, share something cool that you've done. Like, I want to focus on that. Like, I want to focus more on the positivity of things going on in people's lives than just getting angry at everything that I can't control. Mm-hmm. So, just control what you can control. Try to make the world a better place around you. That's been my goal for a while. So
good stuff, Chris.
I liked this opening. Thank you.
There we go. Tyler, you fucking suck. I hate no.
One thing to always remember is shit'll buff out.
Shit'll buff.
Oh my
God. Rub some dirt on it.
Shit'll buff. I like it.
Shit'll buff.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is an audio medium, not visual. So this isn't going to work great for listeners. But what you said, Meescha, about working out and helping your anxiety, just made me think of this.
Lift heavy stone makes sad head voice grow.
I looked it up immediately, and then we moved on to Cody. So
oh my god!
But before I put that away, I just had to share that.
Oh no, that's too apropos. I mean, that is amazing. Oh, thank you.
Let me get back to the traveler.
Just you can send that to me so I can just like refer to it always. That'd be great. Thank you.
Just put it on the wall.
Oh, that's very inspiring.
It's called a sin. It's S1E14, unless that's how they did it in Final Fantasy. And then...
How did we not touch on graboids, by the way?
Oh yeah,
what?
Yeah. Tremors. Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I didn't like Tremors when I was a kid, so I never watched any of the other Tremors.
Why, son?
So.
I bet there's a potato gun in the treasure book, equipment book.
That'd be nice.
Like the cool like cannon potato guns.
Yeah, I think that was Tremors 3.
It was.
Yeah, when
Good
they beat them
Oh,
with
the flying ones?
Okay.
Yeah,
With the ass blasters.
So, yeah, with
They
a,
evolved.
Okay.
they're like, I think it's Kevin Bacon's story. He's like, we need to make a fucking potato gun. That's the only way to kill
Oh
them.
my god.
My dad
it
made
works.
one of those, and they were awesome.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
we
they're sick.
shot like a potato through a windshield of a car.
Yeah.
Put a bunch of hairspray in there and
Oh
light
yeah.
it.
Yeah, just get like a gas grill
Yeah.
ignition thing.
Yep.
There's some Axe body spray.
And then my dad would get drunk, and we'd go to the we'd go to Ocean Shores for 4th of July.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
And then he would try to shoot people's kites out of the sky with the potato.
Dude, I would be livid if I was chilling on the beach and
Right.
I was chilling
You
with a
got your
kite.
flag up. Yeah, your kite.
Ooh, if I had 2 kites, that's okay. You know, you can shoot one down. I don't mind, but don't shoot my
Then
main
suddenly,
kite.
potato sailing through the sky
Yeah.
and taking out my kite.
I have like a Bats Maru kite. It's like this big. He's just like wobbling in the sky. It just gets blasted with a potato. I'd be so mad.
I remember that. He bought a half stick of dynamite, and we lit that off at the ocean as well.
Oh,
If you've never been to Ocean Shores during,
It's a war zone.
yeah, during like 4th of
Fuck
July,
that.
it is a straight fucking war
I
zone.
go every year. It's fucking awesome.
It is.
Oh, wow.
It is terrifying.
holy shit.
Like I remember, we dug this big hole and we stuck it inside of like one of those like sharks that squeak.
Yeah.
And we'd like and we
Squeak sharks.
didn't find a single part of that shark. Like it was just gone.
Oh my
like it just
God.
like vaporized.
Your dad sounds like the Doomsdayer guy from Tremors.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like
Probably,
take
yeah,
a
pretty
grenade.
close. Yeah.
I think I probably said it on the pod a long time ago, but the first time I went to Ocean Shores at the 4th of July, it gave me PTSD for a war I never went to. Yeah, it was
Oh,
fucking crazy.
I remember. Yeah, we would have bottle rockets war like on the beach
Yeah.
around people. I remember getting like 100 row of firecrackers and lighting them off and just throwing them behind people's chairs.
Yeah.
like it was just
Real
just,
hooligan shit, sounds like.
Yeah, dude, it
yeah.
was. And I think about that now. I'm like, God damn, like we can
dangerous.
really
It's like
hurt
Yeah.
people.
8:30. It's not even dark, and I
no.
can't look up because there's smoke and debris just like raining down on me.
Yeah.
Okay,
like
my
explosions
favorite,
everywhere.
my favorite 4th of July, and it's a very quick story, is when Cody's mom was playing bottle rocket tag, but didn't tell anyone else that she was playing bottle rocket tag. So she would lit a bottle rocket, like a Roman candle,
it was a Roman candle.
and she would just start
actually, yeah.
chasing people. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "We're playing tag," but she didn't tell
He
anyone
was
else.
wasted.
Oh my
Jesus
god!
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure we did that. I remember.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was, I knew my parents were really drunk when it got to the point that they would sit there with solo cups of gasoline and they would just throw the gasoline slowly onto the fire to make it flare up.
What the
And then they
fuck?
would start like throwing the gasoline nearer the people to try to get the flame to like, get to them.
Oh my god.
And then inevitably some guy would get drunk and try to like run through the fire. It's just
America.
yeah.
Wholesome.
Damn, dude.
Real good wholesome fun,
America.
sounds
Okay,
like.
sorry. It was
Yeah,
fun.
anyways,
Good story.
so this fucking sandworm,
It's not a sandworm.
Yeah.
dirtworm, whatever.
It's a whale.
Okay,
it's a whale dirt.
Sid
Okay,
whale.
this is not a shy Hulu.
Dirt whale.
The old man of the desert.
This is a
I came up with this idea before I started reading more Dune.
It's a whale that got beached and then became the beach.
So
I'm gonna tell you a terrifying story. I was in a lake, like with my cousin's house, and we got in a little boat, and we were out on the lake, the whatever. And he like rocked the boat in a stupid way. We both go over, and like it was shallow enough where like I stepped into like something, but it was like a bunch of plants, and so my legs sunk into like a dense like 2
that's the
foot.
worst thing.
It was like
I
a bunch
hate
of
that.
brambles and plants, and I'm like, ugh, and I'm really bad with that.
Cody.
Like I scared too, and I like hated it, and it was bad. I died a little bit inside.
Cody, you need to tell him the jellyfish story.
Oh fuck that, yeah. I mean, do y'all have a jellyfish fear at all?
No.
I mean, I would never touch one.
Okay, I did the polar jump. I did like some whatever camp thing where you get badges, whatever. Like whatever. Like it was the Boy Scouts adjacent. I don't know if it was actually the Boy Scouts. Anyways, I do the polar jump. It's super fucking cold water, and it was also like low tide or whatever. So it was a huge ass jump, and I didn't know that until after I jumped off, and then the water like dropped out, and it was like, and I was in air for like 5 seconds or whatever. Anyways. The 1 second of the 5 seconds before I hit the water, all of a sudden it became very clear that there was like a jellyfish every 2 feet. Like for
No, thank
Oh,
you.
dude, literally for like as far as the eye could see. So I had to like swim back to like the pier just knowing that I'm touching jellyfish. It was my
No,
worst fucking
miss me with that
Yeah,
shit.
miss me with
No,
that shit.
thank
Dude,
you.
I
No way.
couldn't.
No.
Again, I died a little inside.
No way. Yeah.
No.
Fuck that.
I'll trust it.
Yeah. It's nothing compared to that at all. But this, like yesterday, we bought a bird feeder from Lowe's. And I took it home and I unscrewed the top to fill it up, and a bug had laid its eggs, and the full inside was full of webs and live.
Yeet.
Yeah.
See, what my perspective on life is that if you just suck at swimming from birth, no one will expect you to go swimming ever. And that's just what I've been.
Well, Meescha, everyone sucks at swimming from birth.
Right.
Babies can't swim.
No.
Actually, weirdly, babies kind of can.
Well, like newborns, they can find their way to the surface.
They actually have like there's an actual human like instinctual reaction to hold your breath in the water.
Oh, holy shit!
Right.
Wow.
Like that's why you can take a newborn baby and dunk them in the water. They will hold their breath.
I feel like after like
baptism.
After like 3 months, it's like, yeah, try that.
You grow,
try it again.
It's super weird. You do grow out of it, but like at birth, like you hold your breath.
Oh, air is the thing now.
Yeah.
This is an air world. I get it.
You say that, but then my mom, who's her younger brother drowned. Both of her younger brothers drowned.
Jesus.
Before
what is her life?
In the same incident.
No, one of them was at the
What?
boy camp, or Boy Scout camp.
Yeah.
And they went out to the woods at the boy camp, and he was swimming, and no one watched him, and he drowned in the lake.
Whoa.
And then her younger brother than that, who was like 2, fell into a ditch.
Oh my god.
And drowned
What?
in a ditch water.
What the fuck?
So my mom's like
What
terrified
the
of swimming,
fuck?
rightfully so.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
absolutely. Like if again, my mom can't see the bottom of the water, will not be in the water.
That's gnarly.
And so like, but her uncle was like, "You gotta learn to swim, girl," and just picked her up and threw her into a fucking lake.
Yeah.
And like rightfully so, my mom freaked out and like, you know, so she's never been a good swimmer.
Yeah.
And like if she's in a pool, she's on a floaty, like she doesn't like anything like above her stomach water wise,
same.
she freaks out.
Damn.
So
Same.
and rightfully so, because it's pretty traumatic
yeah.
experience with it. But.
Yeah, Cody has to like lift me up like a toddler. Like I'm like, am I doing it? And Cody's like, you're doing it. You're doing it.
We're in
Just
water,
Meescha with
so-
floaties on.
Yeah.
There's just something about like the coordination that just my body is just like it does not go into survival
Wait.
mode. It's just like how do mode.
All this working out, you're gonna get there. You're gonna get more coordinated.
I'm just gonna get heavier. I already gained like 5 pounds from muscle. And I'm like, I'm just gonna keep sinking.
You should get one of those infinity, like, not the infinity pools that don't look like they have an edge. The ones that are just like an endless stream of water that you can swim
Oh, yeah,
against.
yeah.
it, you know
I
what I
want
mean?
that so bad,
Yeah.
actually.
That'd be a
Like,
workout.
I'd be
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
with that. I would learn how to swim if we got one of
It's
those.
very good on
Yeah.
your joints. Like
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
honestly the
Super
best
low impact.
like cardio. I
Yeah.
could probably
Yeah.
I really
true.
want that if I was rich.
And I feel like if I was afraid of water and trying to conquer it, and like I was like made of money, I'd be like, that's a good option. I might do that. Yeah.
Controlled, like you're in a
It's
smaller
like,
area.
what a giant investment, though. Like,
Oh, I'm
you
sure.
don't have
Yeah.
a pool, get a fucking mini one just for working out.
Seriously.
Being an adult.
That's what pretty much though.
Yeah, yeah.
So
We'll
we
put this
see.
at episode 3.
I'm just gonna put it at the end.